hell did you do?
Go away. Go away.
They'll go over there.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the Senior Living Headquarters. So, I'm Mike.
I'm Steve.
Again. And real quick, I'm just going to make a quick analogy. So, I'm going to do this to like an AA sort of thing. So, the first step of AA is pretty much admitting you have a problem. Then the next step is, okay, so now what do I do? The first step here was, okay, we have now convinced you from our previous videos, okay, I want to get into a retirement community, but where the hell do I start?
So what's the problem?
The problem is you don't know what to look for. You may know what to look for. Some of these are pretty self-explanatory. But we're going to give you like a dead set, this is what you need to look for. Are you ready to get into it?
Let's go for it.
Okay, so on your blog, you have written, find a retirement community that best fits your needs.
Yes, you have a lot of needs you have to take in consideration. First is, what type of community do you want to be in? Do you want to be in an active adult community? Do you want to be in a continuing care community? Do you want to be in a assisted living community or a lifestyle community? I mean, there's a lot of different types of communities. You need to choose what one you want to start with so you can start digging in and getting more information on it.
And I know that this kind of seems like, especially with what you just said, it seems like a lot right off the bat. Like, okay, so now there's immediately 10 different choices I have. You could educate yourself, and an easy place to go is actually our website, seniorlivingheadquarters.com, where you could read our blogs, kind of educate yourself a little bit.
A lot of resources there.
Yes, especially even just Google. If you want to just do a quick Google search, you could go for it. But hopefully we're able to provide you with a little bit of insight of what best suits your needs. And then just keep in mind your future needs and how that may alter your community.
So, if you are looking for a active adult community, you also want to remember that as you get older, you may need more
Assistance
needs. You may need help with cooking. You may need help with house cleaning. So do you want to actually move into an active adult community, then move into a assisted living community, and then maybe into a nursing home? Or do you want to go to a continuing care community where it has all of that all in one? It's kind of like your choice, but you have to kind of decide, where you want to start off at.
And even if you don't think you need it yet, I don't think anybody's going to complain about, getting a meal or having your house cleaned, etc. for up until you end up needing it. I'm just saying, putting that out there. More is better than none. And I think that is a very good, that fits where we are with this coronavirus. It's like, we're doing more than we need to so we don't regret it.
But you don't want to take your independence away. Sometimes if you go into assisted living, that, maybe you don't have the freedom that you want to have as you would as if you were in a active adult community. But it all depends on your needs.
He knows more than me, so I would listen to what he says more than me. I'm kind of like the lazy, like, all right, if I get a meal, whatever. I'm not going to turn it down. Okay, and then decide on the type of dwelling you want based on your needs, whether it's a house, apartment, condo, nursing home, etc.
Yes. I mean, a lot of places are ranches, which it's all one level, which is great. Maybe you need a handicap ramp. Maybe you're in a wheelchair. Or you have a hard time walking. You don't want stairs. You may need ramps. So you don't want a 2-level. If you happen to not want to own a home, but just like rent that space, you could do an apartment, but that could have levels, but they have elevators and stuff, but it's a little bit different. It all depends on what you want. They have condos. It all depends. Whether you want to rent, you want to buy. So you have to decide what you want before you actually start digging into what community you're going to be going into.
First off, excuse me. Second off, we have actually stayed in a condo before, and it was actually probably something similar to what this was.
Yeah, we did
correct?
stay in a retirement condo in
Florida.
West Palm. Yes,
West Palm Beach.
Yes, it was a very nice place.
Unforgettable.
They did have a lot
vacation.
of restrictions, but you have to kind of plan on that.
Yeah, you'll have that everywhere.
Yes.
It's just some are more strict than others. Okay, let's see what's next. Start looking at retirement communities that you are interested in and in your price range.
That's huge. Uh,
I skipped one.
well, when you are retiring, and you're 55 and plus, last thing you want to do is take on debt, especially a lot of debt. So it would be great if you could, especially if you're downsizing, sell the house that you're in and completely pay off the retirement community house, condo that you're going to be moving into. Because if you take on debt, you don't really have an income. You have a fixed income, and a lot can go on. I would probably, if I were to move into a retirement community right now, I would definitely sell the house and be able to pay off in full the new house or a condo in a retirement community where I wouldn't have to worry about a mortgage and just worry about the a little bit of taxes and association fee and standard of living.
Oh yeah, 100% for sure. So I skipped one by accident. So if you're following along on our blog at seniorlivingheadquarters.com, you'll realize I skipped one. What was supposed to be next was decide on the location of your retirement community, like local, as state, or different country.
This is huge. Like my parents went into a retirement community. They wanted to stay local, so they downsized from when I grew up with them into a retirement community ranch setting, and well, they love it. They love it there, but they didn't want to move out of state or move to a warmer climate. If you do want to do that, you have to take a lot of things into consideration, like how close is airports, how will family members get there, whether it's driving or airports. Will they be able to stay with you? Will they need a hotel? A lot of things to think about. But a lot of people, a lot of empty nesters that are deciding to go into retirement communities do tend to go down south, which I'm all for that. Nice warmer climate, but
and it's cheaper too. The price of living as you go
it is
more
cheaper,
south is
and
cheaper.
like Florida has taxes which are unbelievable compared to New York where we are. You just have to take in consideration when people are going to visit, how they are going to get to you and where they're going to stay, and actually how you are going to get there. You're going to have to pay for a moving company, and it's a little bit more involved, but it's going to be well worth it, I'm sure.
Okay, now next, when you have a couple that look good, you must set up a visit and talk to a representative of the retirement community.
Yes, like
That was hard.
I did some homework on the Villages in Florida, which is the largest retirement community in the world, actually, and they have a program where if you are really interested, you want to check it out, you can actually rent a house and stay there 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and just live in the community, see what it's like without actually purchasing it, and then you'll be able to say, okay, yeah, this is exactly what I want, or maybe you might not be too keen on that, but this gives you an opportunity to actually put yourself in there, in the community, and not have to actually buy the house.
Yes. Okay, now, after doing all your homework and visiting the retirement communities, you should have a good feeling on a place.
You should. Do all your homework, visit places, look around. Actually, if you can talk to your friends and family, and because friends and family might know people that are in other communities that they can say they like this about it or they don't like this about it. They can give you a lot of information because they're actually living in there. You're not reading off someone's website. You're actually hearing true facts, which is great.
Yes. We could give you the facts, but based on opinions and all, other people, branching out to other people, will be probably your best bet. Now, if you don't have if you don't have that confident feeling, then do more homework and keep looking. Which I'm gonna, right before you say whatever you're gonna say, is pretty much like the most important part I think with anything, not even just retirement communities. If you aren't sure, like if you want to buy, that surround sound or whatever yet, just do more homework on it. Like if you aren't 100% sure, don't jump into anything because life isn't a rush.
This because I'm figuring there's two monumental decisions in your life. Is probably your first home and maybe your last home. Um,
Yeah.
you don't want to rush into it. If you are apprehensive about it, I would just dig in a little bit more. I mean, it's always hard to, you tip your toe in the water and you're like, sometimes you might need a little push. But if you have question marks, if you're really debating this, do more homework. There's other places. The retirement communities around the United States are numerous. I mean, they're all over the place. Northern climates, southern climates. I mean, you can find any amenities, anything you want. But don't, if you have your mind set on something, it just doesn't feel right, dig in a little bit deeper.
Yes. Now I said that one was important, probably the most important. This one I actually believe is the most important to make sure you have a lawyer, accountant, and sales agent.
It's a cliche, but they always say businesses always have a good accountant and a good lawyer. And in this case,
It will save you a lot of money in case
have a
anything
good
goes
realtor.
south.
I mean, like I said, this could be one of your most important decisions you make in your life. They will steer you the right way. They know they're in it, they live it, they know the terminology, they know the prices of stuff. It's worth paying for their services. Lawyer, realtor, accountant. Got to do it. Got to have them. Got to trust them and take whatever advice they give you and go with it.
Is that all you have to say?
That's all I have to say for this time.
Well, that's all I have to ask. So, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys want more information about retirement communities in general, go to our website. It's off the screen now. Well, livingheadquarters.com. You'll seniorlivingheadquarters.com, where you'll find all of our blogs, and then this YouTube channel alone should be able to give you a little bit of insight at least. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.